Hey y'all, it's Nancy the Handy Scandy. Welcome back for another crafty venture.
And as always, I welcome you to Saturday Morning Makes, and this is my episode 40.
Good morning, everyone. Welcome to Saturday Morning Makes. This is Nancy May, the Handy Scandy, and I welcome you in. I have several tags. It's kind of a tag mania, if you will, today. And I also have some little projects that I made for Whimsy Stamps for a video for them for some last minute gifts, but in case you didn't see that, I wanted to share them here as well. And then I have some works in progress. So with that being said, you can kind of see a little glimpse of what I've got going on. So I'm going to kind of pile everything up over to the side and we'll go through the products real quick. If you want to skip the products and just jump forward to the actual makes, feel free to do that. I have no idea what the minute marker might be, but yeah, I always encourage you, just do what you feel. Do what you feel. So let me see. We are going to start with these little cutie stamps. So this is that new stamp set that I got from MFT a week or so ago. It's Merry Moose. And this is the only one that's specifically Christmas. And truly, if you ask me, just the way that you color them they can be for anything. They don't have to be Christmas. And of course, gifts, you can give gifts for, lots of different reasons and lots of different seasons. So, yeah, obviously they're cold weather, but you can use them for whatever you want to use them for. So I have them stamped out. I need to finish coloring these. This is one of them that's left over from my making. I think he's just adorable. And yeah, he's over here in the work in progress pile. But I've used a lot of them. Again, Merry Moose just Merry Moose from MFT. I have also used this set from MFT. I used the little trees, but these snowmen are some of my favorite. This is Present Time. I believe it was from last year. I never know where to find the year or if the year is even present. But anyway, it's from MFT. It's called Present Time, and I think the snowmen are absolutely adorable. I've used both of these background stamps from Impression Obsession. This one is Vintage Tree. This one is Cowboy Christmas. I love, love, love these little snowflakes and stars that are incorporated into this. And I've not taken the time to actually read the whole thing, but, I don't really need to. It's just, I don't know. Anyway, and I love these bottle brush trees. And there was a day when I did not like bottle brush trees, but now, I can't seem to get enough of them. So there's that. I used those two. For the Whimsy Stamps, I also use this. This little seam binding fabric / ribbon that my sweet friend Lisa sent me. So I've used that a little bit. I've also used these products from Whimsy Stamps for the little last minute gift giving ideas. So this is the Trees Assortment die set. This one I've used a lot of on some other tags, but this is the Christmas branch die set, and I have so many of these cut out and just waiting to be used. This is the Forest Majesty die set, and I used the little dearie, lots of the little dearie. And this one is the Slimline Scenic Countryside die set, and I have all these little houses and trees and topiaries, and there's light poles and a fence. I have all of those cut out and just waiting to be used. There's a flagpole. I don't know what it is about the flagpole, but I'm loving the little flagpole. It's just fun. So I've used that. And these are the Pierced and Stitched circle dies. I've used these for many different things. And you know what? There's a smallest one that I've used on a tag that I'm not seeing. I'm going to have to find that baby. But yeah, so there's all of those that have been used. Also, I've used these two. This one again is from MFT. It's a dynamic. It is their trendy tag. I've used that one. And then this one from Impression Obsession. It's an Anna White die. It's a scalloped oval tag. And this is quickly becoming one of my faves. And I've also used this die from the Whimsy Stamps and this one from the Hero Arts Infinity dies. This, of course, is the basic stitched oval die set, and this is the nesting oval infinity dies. But I used both of those actually on this one, so to be layering tags. So there's those. I've used a lot of this paper pad from Mania Designs, and I'm so proud of myself that I'm actually using my pattern papers, especially the ones that just like touch my heart, because I'd rather hoard than use. But I'm using, and I'm happy about it. Happy about it. I'm happy to say I'm happy about it. I've also used one of these from MFT. This is the black and white plaid 6x6. And this one is the Spooky Season 6x6. And I used these two, the black and white polka dot and the blue and white stars. And on this one, I used, I think it's this one is back to back. So it's this one is the one that I used, and this is on the back of it. I believe it could be that one on the back. But anyway, that's on the front. So I used those 3 pattern paper sets, pattern paper packs. And I've also used this little graphic 45, Let's Get Cozy. I actually just used these little guys, these little snowflakes, and this little, it's kind of a repeating pattern snowflake. And yeah, just use that on a little tag, and I'll show you when I get there. Also, in the work in progress pile, I have these simple edger dies from PinkFresh Studio. Also, I've used this beautiful ornate little frame from Elephant. This is the FT Lafayette, and I still don't know what the FT stands for, so we'll just leave that alone. But I've used that a lot. Actually, I only have one project, but I have several of them cut out, but those are those. This one I have a lot of going on. Excuse me. This is the large snowman die from Impression Obsession. This is an Anna White die. And I have several tags to share, and I have several pieces that are in the work in progress. So, oh, look, there's still one of the little buttons in there. I need to get that out. But he is absolutely adorable. And I would encourage you, when you look at dies, whether they're Impression Obsession or somewhere else, think outside of the rendering that's on the package, right? Like, use your creative juices and see how else you might be able to use that. Because the projects that I've made and the projects that I've seen, started to say Diana Markham. Nope. Anna White use or create, and others look nothing like that. Nothing like that. Like, that's just the base, so you can see what the individual pieces are. But think creatively. And then I've also used this tag die from Anna White and Impression Obsession. This is the stitched tag number 5. I just kind of love that little ornate shape and the little stitching detail. And then this little banner die as well. So both of them come in that. Really happy with that purchase, and I'm happy with the things that I've made today. Also, I have used the stitched square dies from Scrapping Cottage. I think I just used this one, and I did some partial die cutting. I don't think, oh, you know what? This is the circle die that I used that I thought I was missing from Whimsy, but this is the one that I used. So I've got those. This I think might be Cottage Cuts too, but I'm not really sure. But there's that. I'm almost done. I have used this guy. He's in the work in progress. I don't think I used the Whimsy dies today, but I also did use this little guy from PinkFresh Studio. This is the Fancy Label Essentials. I have had these for years and did not utilize them. I don't know, like, what's wrong with me. But here I am. I've got them now, and I'm really happy with them. And I say I've got them now. I've had them for a while. I'm using them now, and I'm really happy with them. But I think that's everything that I've used, so I'm just going to go ahead and jump in. But I want to start with these tags that I actually have shown you guys in the past. But they've just been sitting around, and I finally added the little hangers to them, if you can believe that it's taken me this long. But yeah, these little cups were die cut from my Cricut and have been in my stash literally for years. I did the stenciling with the, I think it was Stickles, to be honest, on the black paper. And then these cute little images are from not too shabby. They're actually from a spring tea party set, and I just colored them up for Christmas, added the little candies and a little vellum piece in the back. This is cut from a PinkFresh Studio square diagonal stitched die set. But those are those two, and I finally have little strings on them so I can actually put them to use as tags. And then this one, same thing. This background was in my stash. I think that was cut from my Cricut as well. And on this one, I stenciled some paste. It's just a basic modeling paste. And I used the, I believe it's called the Antique Doily die from A Colorful Life Designs. And same thing with a little cute little image from Not Too Shabby Shop. And just a basic oval. I think this one is from that same nesting oval die set from Hero Arts. And again, just finally added the strings. So those are finally finished. I do have a couple more waiting to be used, so you can see what those bases look like. I have two glued together, and what a mess, right? I am not a neat crafter by any means, but I have two more that I can add something to. Oh, you know what? Maybe this little guy would be cute. No, he could be cute. He's drinking a coffee too. But anyway, we'll finish those two. They're in the work in progress pile. And then this guy, I think, is super cute. Let me move those again. This is that oval die from Anna White, and then I have this little layering piece is cut with the oval die from Hero Arts, and this one is the oval die from Whimsy Stamps. And of course I've stamped the don't peek, well, maybe a little. And when I stamped that, I just used an acrylic block, and I'm not happy with the stamping, but you know what, there it is. It's okay. It's okay. And these little trees are from that No Peeking set as well. And the papers, of course, are from the Mania Designs. And then I have this twine. This is from the Cousin DIY that Anna White has guided us all to for a while now. I've added a little kind of OD green button to the end, and I've used one of these bulb pins. And this is the little piece that I cut with that circle die. And just a little snowflake, just one from that Let's Get Cozy set, and just used it like an embellishment. And I put the bulb pin through the knot just so it all stays together. But okay, there's that one. And then this little guy, this is the little tag that I used the Let's Get Cozy tiny pieces as well. This is the little 3-piece. I can't pull it out because it's in a pile, but there's a teeny tiny little stamp that has the 3 little snowflakes. So I just repeat stamped that one, and then this is the bigger snowflake and the smaller snowflake, and it just created a little pattern almost like a Fair Isle sweater print. So, and then this is that MFT paper that I used, and the cute little moose and the little bird. And you can color things up to be whatever you want them to be, right? Like his outfit is supposed to be a Santa outfit. I mean, the set is called Merry Moose, so clearly it's supposed to be for Christmas. But I just colored him up in those kind of warm, earthy tones that I love so much. Kind of that mustardy yellow and that olive green. And you can use him for whatever you want. I have not put any kind of sentiment on him, as you can see. And I don't know what I'm going to use him for yet, but there he is. And that's that fun little shape from, I think it's Mama Elephant. And yep, just a fun little tag there. Now these two, again, are created with the Merry Moose, excuse me, and the paper pad from MFT. And again, this is the Halloween paper pad. This is, I think it was called Spooky Season. This is the black and white, and then the blue is on the back side. And then this is the blue and white, and the black and white is on the back side. Now I just used the coordinating front to back to make the little label dies. I thought I was going to put a sentiment on them, but I opted not to. I think they're just fun. And again, colored them up with those warmer tones of colors, the olive green and the mustard yellow. And I just think they're cute. This is one of 3 trees that's in the set. And of course, he's sitting at his campsite with his little mustard yellow scarf, and it can be for anything, absolutely anything. And I can add a to from on the back if I want to, or a sentiment, or I can add them to a card You can use these in so many ways. You can tie them to a gift bag, you know, whatever you want to do with them. I think they're adorable. And again, yes, he's colored or he's designed with ornaments and Christmas lights, but again, color them up however you want to. Just however you want to. And I love this little sleigh and the bird. I added the bird. The bird isn't part of this particular stamp set, but yeah, whatever you want to do, guys, sky's the limit. Use those creative juices and make them be what you want. So now these are the little snowman tags that I made with the large snowman die from Anna White. And again, I encourage you to look at the things through creative lens, right? So I've actually doubled it up. So I just used plain cream colored paper and I cut three of them. And then I used those same 2 stamps and some simple ink blending just to make the back. I did that on all 3 of them because I didn't want, I don't know, I didn't want the back to be messy like these are, right? Because those are very messy. So those I probably won't make into tags, but I'll add them to a card front in some way. But these I can actually make or use as tags because the back side is still very clean and pretty. But I use the pattern paper from Maja Designs, and I use some vintage photo distress ink and a blending brush. And even on the die cut pieces, I did a little bit of ink blending on them just to kind of rustic them up, if you will. And to get them colored, they were just die cut in white, and I just used my Olo markers to color them up. And then just kind of used a brown. So for instance, for the red, I used 2 tones of red, and then I went over it all with a brown to kind of tone it down, and then I did the ink blending as well. So, and then these little buttons on all 3 of them, you can't really see on this guy because of the garland that he's holding. But those little buttons are part of the die set. So this little guy, I have him kind of looking up at the sky. You can see all the detail in there, all the stamping in there. This snowflake and the words, and same on the back, the words and the snowflakes and the little stars are from the Cowboy Christmas. And then you can see the little bottle brush trees as well. And I don't think really any of the bottle brush trees got to the front of this one. I don't think they did. But this little banner, it's just been sitting in my stash. It's actually been sitting across the room for a very long time. I don't even know what stamp set it's out of, but it was colored up blue and white, and I just ink blended on it. And I wanted all 3 of these to have a little bit of sparkle, so I added some sparkly stickles to this. And it's very flimsy, so I added some glue to the back just to give it some stability. And I think it's super cute, and I'm really happy with it. So you know, he's a little more simple compared to the other 2, but I like him very much. Now this little guy, I have him kind of looking down. His hands were together like he was, you know, like this. And I added a little snowflake to him. And this is the same snowflakes that, excuse me, this is my little Christmas cheer. Ah, yummy. Sorry. These are the little snowflakes I'm talking about. These are the ones from Amazon. Kind of have that rusty stain to them so that they look like rusty metal, but they're really hefty. Like, can you see how thick those are? It almost feels like they should be 2, and it kind of looks like they're pressed together, and you might be able to break them in 2, but they're all that same thickness. So anyway, I added just a little bit of what is that? A knot? I use this same twine, and that is this one. It's a baker's twine. I've had this in my stash for years. This one is kind of a waxed, and I don't even know where it came from, but you can see I've still, like, this will still last me probably the rest of my life. But yeah, I added just a little knot to that, and the same with the little button on him. And then I added the Whimsy Stamps florals, or not florals, but the Christmas greenery. And these are just some of the ones that I have cut out, and I'll show you those in a minute. But you can see that those are pretty much all the same die, except this one. This one is a little branch with berries, but See how different they look in the different colors? And then when I add kind of the darker ink, like if I color them and make them a little bit darker and then I add the ink blending to them, they just look completely different. And these greens were a super bright green. You see on the back how bright it was? And then I just toned it down with, again, with the markers and with the ink blending. And then I added a little piece of holly back here, and then these I think are mistletoe, and then a little branch, and then a branch with berries. And on each of the berries I put just a little bit of stickle just to give them a little bit of shine. But I didn't want it to be fancy, I just wanted there to be just a hint of shine and the sparkly glitter kind of juxtaposed to the grungy goodness of the tag. So again, we've got the bottle brush tree and the cowboy Christmas, and we've got both of them on the front as well, and then the ink blending. So super cute. Love these so much. This one, same thing. I just used that big mistletoe garland, and I added some of the berries. I did some ink blending on them. I've got brown and cream and green. Did some ink blending on them and then glued them on, and then added the stickles. And again with the same stamping. I do have some buttons on him. I don't have buttons. Oh, I do have buttons on the others. And then the same on the other side. Now I can always add a to from on the back if I want to. I haven't yet, but I certainly can. But there's those three. And really those are all my tags, but I wanted to share these with you as well. These are the little last minute gift ideas that I made over on Whimsy, and I will link you to the video. But these little dearie are from the Forest Majesty, and then these little houses and things in the background are from that Countryside Slimline die set. But there's that one, and then this one in purples, and again in purples. And I've taken the little Hershey's Nuggets and just wrapped a piece of the pattern paper around it. So they're 6-inch squares pattern paper, and I've die cut out the shapes, but these are just, I cut 1-inch strips and cut them in half. So this is a 3-inch strip that goes around the little candy. And then these two I created, and I did not add the tag, or this part. I did not add that part to them, so they just sit upright. But they're really fun. This one has a fence. I don't know how well you can see that down in there. It's like a whole city scene in there with the houses and the street lights and the topiary and the fencing and the little cloud up top. And lots of glitter spray on these, the shimmer spray. So much fun. And I've tried to coordinate the pattern papers on the candies to go with the pattern paper on the backgrounds as well. But those are those sweet little last minute gift ideas. So I was going to take them to work and I forgot. And so I never finished making them, and I didn't sweat it. But yeah, so I'm gonna actually set these aside because I have a few more things to show you in my work in progress little bit in here. So let me move these guys. So this little tray is from Dollar Tree. I have a couple of them, and yeah, they're really fun. So these are all the little pieces ready to go, die cut, little trees, little houses, some more of the dearies in there, the fences, the whole nine sitting there just waiting to be used. And in this bin I have a bunch of the little snowman dies, or the die cuts rather. So I want to make some more tags. I'm thinking actually about making a winter garland just to go up for after Christmas. And actually I don't hate the idea of them, you know, being different colors. Obviously these are the back. I'm not gonna, you know, use those sides, but I don't hate the idea of a green snowman. I know that's weird, but I don't hate it. So, but once you do your ink blending on these, you know, those colors really kind of die back in the background, and they're much more muted. But I've got those, and then I have a whole bunch of the little scarves die cut out, lots of different pattern papers. I thought this striped one was really fun. And then I just used up all my scraps. Literally, I used up all my scraps. And I have arms die cut, and I have noses and all of that. So I will be working on those. And then I also die cut some of these shapes out. Not sure yet how I'm going to use them, but I love that idea. And then I have a bunch of the little sentiment dies, or the sentiment strips rather, die cut out. And of course you can use either side, but I did them all with the Mania Designs paper, pattern paper, so everything would coordinate whatever I end up making, however I end up using them. You know, that's all still up for, I don't know what the word is I'm looking for, but anyway, there's all of those bits and pieces, and I'm excited about those. Now, let me put this in there. So let me scoot some things over. So these, two, you can see that I've cut them out with that same die from Anna White. And then I wanted to use these two. They are from the back side of, or they're cutouts basically is what they are. They're cutouts from the back side of one of the pattern papers, and I thought they were really cute. And I love that they're both balancing on presents. And I just wanted to do something different, and so this is where I did some partial die cutting. I used that stitched square stitched die, and then I used the edger die to cut just a little interesting side on that little bit. And I think he's going to go like that. And then this one I used the scallop die. Oh wait, no, this is going to be the red one. Yeah, that one I think is going to go there. And then this green one is going to go here. So this one has the pink side, this one has the scallop side, and then I'll finish them off. But I think they're really cute. Basically, punch that little hole out, and the back side can be, I might just leave them like that, or I might die cut another one so that it's just plain on the back like those. But I think they're really fun, and I like those little elements. So again, work in progress. And then these are leftovers, and again, I encourage you, don't throw away these little bits and pieces. Let me see if I can, that's backside's a mess, I apologize for that. But you know, those can still be fun little edges on something, right? You don't have to throw those scraps away. And you can use that pattern side, or you can use the more solid side. Yeah, so they're really fun. Let me put those little arms away. But I'm keeping those, and they will be used in something. Now this is what, let me put these back in here. This I made, this was a gel plate print, a little scrap, but then I stamped on it, and I did the stenciling with the snowflake grit paste, I think is what it's called, or maybe it was Snowfall. And then I did this little pile of snow at the bottom, and then I lost my mojo with it. So that's in my work in progress bin, and I'm not sure how I'm going to use it, but there it is. And then these are all the pieces that I've die cut with the Christmas florals from Whimsy Stamps. I've used a bunch of scraps from my scrap drawer, and I have a bunch of different little branches and berries and mistletoe and holly, and yeah, they're just different. I do have to say that I love it in the glitter paper. Look at that in the glitter paper. How pretty is that? Love, love, love. So maybe I will do some of the berry branches and the berries in more like a shiny paper, like some of that specialty cardstock I have from Michaels. Maybe I'll use that. But that's everything in that bin for now. And I showed you him already. Now this one is, you can see all that sparkle. Oh my gosh, that's so pretty. And this is just a piece of scrap, to be honest. And I used a new to me stencil from Tim Holtz, and I was wanting to play with some paper glaze from Picket Studio, or Picket Fence Studio rather. And I got really messy with it, but I thought it was still pretty. I'm like, because you guys, I've said before, I don't throw things away. But yeah, I just used some of my scissors, those old-timey scissors that I used to make this little decorative edge, and I did it in cream with a sparkle spray or shimmer spray, and then this was a piece from my stash. And when I held it up initially, this pink coordinated well with that pink, but now I'm not thinking it does. But there it is. Not sure how I'm going to finish it out, so this is in my work in progress bin. But yeah, there it is. So I'm not sure, like I said. And then I have this guy. Again, I did some stenciling with a couple different stencils from a Colorful Life Designs with the polka dots. And then this, I think it's called Double Crossed is the name of this stencil. And it was some crackle paste. And then I used, I think these were with my Yuli's, my Yuli watercolors, if I'm not mistaken. Or they might be the Kuretake Gonzai Tombi. I'm not sure. But anyway, I just like that color combo with this white pearl and the gold and then the light and dark pink. I'm not sure what I'm going to do with that, but yep, I made that this weekend, so it's in my work in progress. And then I have these backgrounds that I use. I forgot to pull it out, but it is the vintage script from Whimsy, and I had different mica stains on it, and it's still full of mica stain, to be honest. But I stamped them out. You can see kind of the different colors and tones in there, but that shimmer is to die for. And this is just on the Bristol Smooth cover, you know, just using all my stuff. And then these are from actual Bristol Smooth paper, but I love them. I'm not sure yet what I'm going to do with them. I have one more, so kind of went a little crazy with those. But and then these were created with those two background stamps from Impression Obsession that I showed you, the Cowboy Christmas and the Bottle Brush Tree. This one is extra. It's basically a scrap. I might make this into some kind of like a bookmark or something. I don't know. But this will be a card front, a background, and then these two tags. Again, works in progress. I could always add, you know, a snowman to them. I can do whatever I want with them. I'm just not sure what direction I'm going. But those are my works in progress. So for now, this is everything that I have to share with you today. And wow, lots of good stuff. Yeah, I don't know how I'm feeling about Christmas this year. So, you know, Christmas can be a hard time anyway. It's not always the happiest time of the year, or the most wonderful time of the year, if you will. For a lot of people, you know, a lot of people struggle, and a lot of people are alone and dealing with grief and illness and loneliness and all kinds of different things. So I encourage you, you know, if you know someone that's kind of an orphan for Christmas, reach out to them, let them know you love them, you're thinking of them, invite them over if you're in a position to. And not everybody is, and that's okay. You know, no obligation, obviously, but whatever you're doing for the holidays, whether it's Christmas or otherwise, I just pray that you are happy, that you are healthy, that you are engaging in activities that bring you joy and happiness with those that you love. And I pray that you're safe and that you're healthy and well, and that you're getting ready for just spending a joyous day and time with your loved ones, and are preparing for, I'm hoping, a wonderful new year. The last few years have been difficult, to say the least, but here we are again at this festive season, and I just thank you guys for spending some time with me on this Saturday Morning Makes. I'm thinking I might go live on Christmas Day, and I'm just putting it out there. Maybe I will, maybe I won't. No obligation, no promises. But I'm just thinking I might, because surely I'm not the only one that's going to be alone on Christmas Day. And I don't say that as a sadness thing or feel sorry for me thing, because it's okay. I enjoy my own company, and life is what it is. And, you know, people get sick and live far away and that kind of thing. So I'm all right. But I'm just thinking that I might do that because, again, surely I'm not the only one. And maybe we can just you know, craft together for a little bit or something. And so it's just a work in progress, or a thought in progress in my head, and it will be spontaneous. So if you're interested, just keep an eye out on Christmas Day, and I I might show up as being live and I might not. But I love you guys. And excuse me. As I've said, I thank you for spending some time with me. I love you all. If you haven't already hit that like button and the subscribe button, go ahead and do that. Hit that bell as well for notifications and reminders so that you are alerted to everything that I share. And there will be plenty more coming up in the new year. And as always, I would love for you to leave a comment downstairs in the comment section and let me know what your thoughts are. Let me know what you might like to see for the new year. And again, Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays, be well, I love you, I'm out.